Joining us now to give us a better idea of why Madonna touring her greatest hits is so exciting for so many people is popular music professor Norma Coates. Norma, why has Madonna been able to have such an enduring career?
Well, she early on, she changed all the time, and she did this in the '80s, and of course she helped to make MTV and vice versa. It's hard to think about that now, 40 years after the fact, but it totally changed popular music. I mean, pop as a genre did not exist before Madonna, and I also say Michael Jackson, to some extent Prince, and also in the '80s, she just first she was very controversial, much more than any pop star. It's hard to think about it now, but I remember when she first came out, she would wear the lingerie as outerwear. She kind of took a little bit from the New York punk scenes and no wave scenes. She'd been kind of in that whole crew. She kind of took some of those styles and made them her own. And she really, that boy toy thing and the whole videos and songs like Papa Don't Preach and Like a Virgin and all, just, what she was singing about were things that people weren't accustomed to having come out of women's mouths.
Madonna has been lauded as an icon for her music over the past 40 years. How has she broken down barriers for women and queer people?
Well, a lot of it, I think, was her being on MTV early on and helping to create it, was her dancers that she'd go out with. But she, did what she always has been, a really good kind of, she's really good at taking things from other subcultures and making them mass, like with voguing, where she took this dance thing done by, marginalized gay, trans people in New York City at a time. And she, took it, made it this big song, kind of uncovered the subculture. And now, of course, we'll see, shows like Pose have taken after that, use some of the same ballroom thing. I'm not oversimplifying, she was accused of kind of appropriating it, and she does. And she's kind of unrepentant about that.
Well, more recently, the conversation surrounding Madonna has involved her age. A headline from earlier this week mentioned her age and asked if people cared about her. We've seen the likes of Elton John and Billy Joel go on massive world tours without their age being brought up. Why do women seem to have to work harder to earn lasting respect in the music industry?
Oh, boy, if I could answer that question, I think I'd... it goes way back. I mean, the music industry, and especially, stuff that pop and rock came out of, has always been kind of very male, very sexist, very, they're all about just making the money. And women who do what Madonna do get trashed. Madonna does get trashed. We're not supposed to behave like that. Pop music is somehow had been known as this male space. And so Madonna going on, Mick Jagger's still, strutting his stuff at 79, right? And still singing all these songs that he wrote in his 20s about being a bad boy. Whereas if she does, I remember a few years ago, she fell during a performance. I think it was a televised performance, and people were just making fun of her. Oh, she's an old lady. Women aren't supposed to get old, and when you're my age, you're supposed to disappear.
Thank you so much for talking with us, Norma.
Thank you, Kelly.